morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are going to do the 100-day project, and I'm going to revisit some pockets that I like to make, and I don't have any left, and so we're going to use old book pages, surprise surprise. But what I wanted to show you is the type that I want to make, and I also have a variation in mind, but we'll do that in another video. I put one in here and I thought I should make some so then I don't forget about them. And here, this one, see this one here? I've made it with the old book page, and then I've put a pocket on with a printable, and I really like the look of that. Now when I normally make them with like my glue pages and then totally cover up the base, but I really did like the idea of it with the old book page, so let's do that. So let's get some of this dictionary page, is a nice size. It's very thin paper, so I will have to glue that to something else. And normally I put these on a page that's decorated. Normally I put them on the book pages, like on here, but I'm not going to put, wouldn't put book page on book page. Because I'm going to leave that revealed a little bit. So then in that case, I would put it on a page like this, if I didn't want it, or a page like this. I think it looks particularly nice. And if you've made it nice and strong, you could even leave it as a side tuck as well. Put it on there. If you totally cover it, then I usually put them on those pages. So I hope that's clear. Okay, so let's start gluing and strengthening some of these weaker pages. We'll do 2 of these. And then I've got these here. This is nice, strong paper. So what I thought I'd do with this one, look at the mold, is just fold it about the width that I want. And I'd glue that down. Then again, that's a whole other pocket, isn't it? Then you could fold that. We'll do that another day as well. I'll keep that folded. That's what I do. And that can be a side tuck. Okay, we'll keep that. See, new ideas come from, well, it's not a new idea, but you know what I mean. Well, maybe we'll use this one. That's a good size, that one. What was I going to do? I did have some pages that I had, on that other one, I had folded it in half. I'm just going to glue that down and make it a bit narrower. There. Let me just see what other book pages I have in here. I'll just grab it. Don't want to use anything too, oh, here we go, this could be good. Don't want to use anything too precious. This one, I might take that and just fold it in half and glue it down to strengthen it. And then I'm just going to rip off the excess. That's what I'm going to do. So let's start gluing. Now this glue is starting to run out, but I do have another one there. I probably should have ripped off the excess before I glued, and I didn't have to waste any glue. So how is everyone today? Hope you're well. It's a lovely sunny day here. I have to go off to the post office after this. That's always an experience. What can we talk about? Well, there was a bit of an accident. So when I take Lulu to, oh, that's a bit narrow, it doesn't matter. When I take Lulu to school, normally you sort of drive in, and then you sort of come off the main road and you drive in, and then you go along, and then all on this side there's like rows where people can go in and park, and then there's this road going down that way, and then you go back out, sort of thing. So there was a bit of traffic this morning there, and I saw this car backing out of one of the columns because there's no way out of them. You drive in and you have to, if you don't park, you're going to have to back out because there's, that you don't drive around, sort of thing. And this car was backing out because obviously they didn't, it might have been a teacher or someone like that. They couldn't find a parking spot. And there was this lady, maybe 2 cars in front of me, stopped. I think possibly there was, see what happens is that, I don't know if it happens in other countries, but the Italians like to just, they think, they're a bit unaware quite often of the people around them, and they so basically it's a one way too. You go in and it's one way. You can't come out that way, the way you go in. And there's always cars that just come in and totally block the entrance in you know, going in the wrong direction as well. And they couldn't care less about anybody else. And that happens. And so, and then people just stop on this one narrow piece of road that you drive through, going past all the parking columns. They just stop there and block everyone and let their kids out. And that's, you know, it's art school, so they have to get their big folder out of the back of the car. It's not like they get out of the car in a flash. No, they don't pull over to the side and just let their kids out. They let them out in the middle of the road so nobody can go by. Anyway, I think someone was doing that. And so then this other car started backing out, and I was pretty sure I saw them hit, and I said to Lulu, oh, they've had an accident. He's hit her. And so anyway, the car's moved, the person letting the kid out goes, and then I was behind her, actually. She wasn't a few cars. Actually, I ended up being, oh no, because the car that was directly behind her went into one of the roads to try and park. And so I ended up being behind her. And what did she do? She just stopped in the middle of the road. There was like this ample space for her to pull over to the right. She just stopped, blocked everyone. And I wasn't quite sure if they'd actually had an accident or not, because she was stopped, so he just backed into her, or she. I couldn't see if it was a he or she, but anyway, so she just stopped in the middle of the road, and I tooted her because, like, literally, she had to just move. She was literally in the space where she could just move to the right and not block up. There was a whole line of cars behind me, and people were going to work and stuff. And so I tooted her to, like, and I just like, go move to the side. Like, you know, I understand that you have to check your car. But I doubted whether he'd even done any damage because he was going very slowly and she was stopped. So anyway, she got out of the car. She was screaming and yelling and her arms were flying around. And she's like, yeah. Oh my goodness. And there's a huge line of cars. And so she walks around screaming and yelling and she checks her car. And then she finally moves over. For heaven's sake. So obviously, I think maybe there was a bit of damage because then she moved over to go and scream at the man. And I was thinking, or woman. I can't think if it was a man or a woman because I didn't see. But I was just thinking, I know that person didn't see her and hit her, but it was an accident. They call it an accident for a reason. Oh dear, and I reckon they would have been there for ages. And poor Lulu was cringing. She doesn't like it when I toot in the parking lot. So she's like, Mum. I'm like, well, she can't stop in the middle of the road. There's plenty of space just to move over there. It's not like there's like millions of dollars of damage to the car. Like, she just needs to get out and check that it's okay. Like, she doesn't need to block the traffic. But there was so many cars behind us. Peak hour. Anyway, there you go. There's my story for the day. I always have these things happen on the road. Now, I'm not going to worry about that because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to snip it off. And these are going to be glued down. I probably should reinforce this one. I think I will. These are going to be glued down onto the book completely, unless I decide to make them a pocket. So that can glue onto there, perfect. So let's just swoosh the glue on here. I love recycling. I love my digitals too, but the digitals for me, well, sometimes I use them as a base because sometimes it's nice to have a digital base because it's pretty. But I do like to, I do like recycling, and then I like to embellish with the digitals. I could put that right over there, and that way I only have to cut 2 sides, not 3, not 4. Oh, I can't count, can I? Oh, dear me. It's my eventful morning. Okay. So my other video is uploading. It's not very long today. Well, you would have already seen it by the time you watch this because I'm going to post this at the end of the day. So we've got our bases. Recycling at its best, but then we're going to use digitals. I don't even know if I'm on camera. I've moved the arm up so there's no telling me I'm off camera. Okay, so let's see. They're all drying. That's all good. Need to make, these are a good thing to mass make. You need to have these pockets. I like these pockets. And I do, as I said, have a variation. And did I put that one aside as a variation? Yes, that's another we've got 2 variations for these pockets, so that's going to be good, isn't it? Oh, the other thing you can use, of course, as your base is scrapbooking paper. Why don't we do a scrapbooking paper one as well? Why not? And as a change, and that one I would definitely make as a side tuck as well. Get more real estate. Excuse me. And what I might do for that one is I'm going to use a piece of this for the pocket to switch it up. Okay, so I need to glue this. It's ripped, so I'll glue it on this side. All right. Okay, I'll see if I can prepare, you know, I've got the my Florentine packs sort of, they're, you know, semi-prepared, but I think I've got some that are still there, but I'm just releasing them very slowly, because otherwise you know, it's too hard with the mailing them. It's very, I can only do a certain amount at a time, and I don't think I finished telling you. I had the deal for the express mail service, and that's what I was sending, you know, orders that were over a certain weight with a certain number of things. You know, if I felt like, you know, that it warranted and there were, you know, enough postage had been paid, I would ship it by that service, because you know, sometimes they take longer than the regular mail, but at least I was guaranteed that that parcel would never be lost, because if they didn't get to the destination, they will return to me. Well, the post office has decided they're not offering that service anymore. I've been using it for 2 years. It was wonderful, and so, you know, an amount of my parcels would go with them, and so it took a little bit of pressure off me going to the post office all the time. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I can cope. I love that. It's just I have to release a few at a time. I can't have huge amounts. Okay, so that's that one. And now these all need pockets. And I'm choosing papers that I particularly like. So I don't want to cover them. Whereas previously I would always, you know, totally cover the paper because it wasn't particularly interesting paper. Maybe it was 1900s paper, and that's not exciting to me because I've got all these lovely old papers. Anyway, let's get on with the job at hand and stop the chatter. So I could use this lovely Florentine paper. It's quite a strong paper. I think I might like it on this one. It's quite a strong paper, so I don't think I'd even bother doubling it up or anything like that, or backing it. Because, you know, one of the other things is if your paper's strong enough, you could even just do a little fold if you want to and glue that down to strengthen it at the top. But you want to, I just have found through, oh no, what am I doing? I'm going to have to use that for, silly person, I used the wrong glue. Okay, well, I'll use that for something else. Lucky this piece is big enough. So what was I saying? So yeah, I'm just trying to limit my bulk is what I'm trying to say. So let's concentrate, Rachel, and don't glue the wrong spot. This glue I need for the pockets. So prepare your bases and then prepare your pockets, and then we can do the fun bit, which is the embellishing. Although sometimes the embellishing is the stressful bit, because sometimes we can't figure out, or I can't figure out what I want to put on there, the look, how it's going to look. And that's what I always think is just leave it and come back to it. And quite often it comes to you then. That wasn't perfectly straight down there. That's got its little pocket. I've got this one as well, so let's not forget that. So you could also make your pocket out of this, but I do want to sort of decorate it. So let's see. Drop something on the floor. I do have this bit here left over, and now this is copy paper. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to tear it like this, but I'm going to fold down the top. So that way, you've seen me do that before. It's nice and strong at the pressure point. Now, which one do I want to put it on? I think I like the colour with this one. So it's nice and strong at the top. So fold that like that there. And then put your glue, and then I'll just trim it down to size. And I said I was going to put it on this one. Oh, you can also do a little snip. I haven't done that. So let's just tear this. You could even wrap it around if you, well, maybe we'll wrap it. You could wrap it around. Why don't we do that? Because then you get a nice loose, you get a looser pocket. It's not quite as tight. So in that case, what I'll do is have that like that. Oh, you know what I do? I'm going to put my glue across the bottom and glue it in place and then wrap it around. That's what I'm going to do. Put this here, hoping it's straight, like so. Oh, I didn't snip out my, you could snip your little semicircle as well. If you want to, you don't have to. That's optional. And then grab this, then put your glue on here. A bit like a library pocket, isn't it, when you do that? So I'm not gluing it on the, I'll show you in a sec. I'm just gonna get my thumb under there, that's it, sorry guys. And then just slide that over and glue it there. And do the same there. Okay, and then you've got this nice wrap around. It's a bit crooked. I think this paper is crooked. That's right, it was printed crooked in the book. See, this one's crooked too. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, I've got the sneezes today. I don't know why. Might be pollen in the air. But I don't usually have allergies, so I don't know. But it could be pollen, something in the air that's making me sneeze. It's actually annoying me. I've been sneezing all morning. It's been driving me bananas. Okay, let's just put these papers over here. And this is what I want to get to the ephemera sort of pages. And I did have in one of my kits. Oh my gosh, so many of those envelopes I've got here. So many. Let's just move these aside while I find. See, that would be lovely pocket. So would they. All of these things. So many things. Gotta find what I'm looking for. I wanted to get to the kit, the previous. Oh, that's nice. That could be good. The previous kit that Steffi had made. That could be a pretty pocket. This one I had used for that one in the journal, one of these, but I might make that into a little tag to go inside one of the pockets. Got so many of these. Oh, that's too big. Things printed. I need to use them. That would be super pretty. That's it from my pink kit. I've got so many. Oh, so many things. I need to make 1 million of them. Those. No, they're not in kits. I think I might have used all those bits. And then there's all of those. I love those. Oh, here's a little one. Okay, now my nose is running. I'm sorry. I might sniffle by accident. I try not to sniffle, but it might happen. I'm going to do this one like the last one. Just going to take the bottom off. I'm going to have that. I like this bit here. Let's just glue this down. Whoopsie. And I do like that. So I'm going to do my folds this time. I'm going to do it the same as the other one. I'm just going to do my folds now. So I've got a little bit of that, like so, and then we'll glue it down. And here it doesn't matter if you have any oozing out the sides, because you can just let it dry before you use it. It's not going to stick to anything. Now, we need to line it up. Okay, got it. Just make sure those are stuck. Doesn't matter, I might be sticking that right down to my page. And you see you get this looser sort of pocket. It's easier to slide things in. So that's ready to go. And then I was liking the look of, well, I thought this would be good. How many more do I have? I've got 3. Oh no, that one's already done. I've got 2. So I think I'll do one with this. This one, I think you'll see the difference. I'm going to glue that one down, or will I wrap it? I could wrap it a tiny bit. No, I'm going to glue that one down exactly, but I need to reinforce that one. Just want to see. Just going to glue it to some paper here. Okay. Hopefully I'm not shaking you too much. I thought it was a little bit shaky yesterday, because you are attached right next to me to the table, but I can't help it. That's just the way it's going to have to be. So that is going to go on here. No, on this one. This is where I liked it. And I will trim that off. So you can see how you can adapt things that are intended as journal cards. You can adapt them and they can become pockets. Okay. Nice, easy peasy. It's not rocket science, this project, but it is nice, a fun thing to do, and I love this. So this is going to go on here. So let's just tear that off. Maybe I'll use, yeah, oh no, I'll use this one. And I'm also going to fold it down at the top, lose a bit of the writing. I think I'll do this one like I did the first one, where I just glued it across the bottom first. Might run my glue along here. Okay, and then run my glue. I could even use glue stick for that bit. Why don't I do that? That might be easier. Just get your glue and run it along there. Okay. Now we have our pocket's ready to go. I'll try not to sniffle. I might forget. I just did forget. I'll try not to forget. This would have been a nice pocket on one too, but I've run out of the ones that I've prepared. I'm not going to do 10 million of them. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen next. I don't know. Isn't that cute? Let's make that. I'll have to back it with something. I'm going to make that into a little tag. You could put a little eyelet and dangle it on there. Why not? I won't do that though, but it's a thought. So let's, oh, I want to snip. I'm going to snip the corners. Yeah, that looks better. And then this one. Okay, so now we can finish them off. I have this lovely little piece here that's super old. I love it. Just trying to see if there's one that I like the look of it on. No. It's a little bit big. I think I might make it in. Oh, I like it on that one. That's where it's going to go. There. Okay, I have these little bits that I found. See, I just think that's pretty like that. I'm not going to put anything else on there. I think the colours go really well. Oh, it's crooked. Okay. Well, those two are done. How quick was that? I also, some of these sorts of things are lovely. Oh, I might tear that down. Just a minute. Could be the perfect size. I'm thinking that could be pretty there. It could go. No, I don't think I want. I don't know what I'll put there, but not that. Could like it on there. There. No, I think I'm going to put it across here. So I'm just going to glue that there, and then I'll just trim off the excess. I think this glue might have had its moment. There's a little bit left. Actually, I'll just wrap it round. I got glue on it. Cool, that's that pocket. And then I'm just wondering if I would like something else. Let's have a look at these. Thinking maybe this fragment. So we're fussy tearing it a little bit. Kind of blends in. What about on this one? No, no, I think I would prefer it on a tag. Okay, well, we'll put that aside. I prefer that on a tag. Maybe we'll just have a label there. Okay, Sniffly. Not that label. I like that one. I'm going to put that on. I think it's on sticky paper too. Good. Now, the only thing about the sticky paper, as I've told you before, is it's not forgiving. So do your best to stick it. And then this is going to be a side tuck on this side. So I'm going to do that to remind myself that when I glue it into my journal, it's going to go on that like that. So we have 3 more. Right. See, that's already dry now. There's no drama. No drama. Got flowers, but those, you know, I think that would be prettier on a tag slipped in there. So let me think, what would I put on here? I think this is too big. I quite like that there. I think I'm going to put that one there. Oh, maybe this colour. That colour. I might trim it down just a tiny bit. Do I have a smaller one of that? Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's even prettier. Let's do that one. I'll just, will trim it down a little bit further, I think. Could have it on there. Put that there. So pretty. They go like that. I can never figure out which way they go. Oh, I quite like that. That will go there. And no. Oh, just a minute, I've got some stuff down here. Okay, so we could have that. No. It's all a bit of trial and error, isn't it? I'm not gluing anything in yet. I just want to see. I think that this made into some sort of tag would be really lovely in there. Just trying to see if I've got anything little. I don't think I have anything that little in here. No, this is all big stuff. So I'm definitely going to put that in there. I'm just going to trim around it a little bit. Yeah, I do like that. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on that one. You can always decide to add something afterwards. This one I do want to make that into something to go on there. But I'm just thinking, well, maybe then I might have a piece of this up here. And then when you have that in there, it's going to look good. Okay, I'll put that up there. And that's going to be made into a journal card or a tag. And I'm just thinking I might put that there. Yes, perfect. Okay, now this one. Well, this one's going to have this in it as a tag. Just cut that one out. I'm not cutting all the white off because I want to rip it, but I think, yeah, I'll rip it and glue it onto something, but that's going to go in there. So then I need to decide. I think I might just put that in the middle there. And there we go, we are done. Okay, so these are our pockets made with the book pages that we didn't want to cover all of them up. So these are the book pages that I'll repeat it, that I don't want to cover up completely because I like the paper and the font. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze again. I told you it's terrible today. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to make those up and keep those in there so they're ready to go. Love that. Lovely dictionary page from the mid-1800s, I think that one was. And then this, it could have maybe a little label or something, but I'll just leave that. This one I did with the scrapbooking paper, and I used the nice old book page for the pocket part, and it can be a side tuck because it's nice and strong. You could have made it into a tag if you wanted to with a pocket. This one has a pocket here. Very simple, and then there's that one. So there we go. That's my little revisit this for today. I was going to say this year, like I wasn't coming back again. Yep, that's my revisit project. I love making those pockets, and I normally have a nice big thing of them, but I haven't been making them. I think I'll probably make some more. And I've got those variations. I've got 2 variations of it, so maybe I'll do one of those tomorrow. And then the next one maybe next week or something. And then also my to-do box is growing as well, so I will need to have a crack at that as well one day for the 100-day project. Sorry, I just saw this. This is what I like about having things on your table, is I like that. Oh, I'll think about it. Is you just pick things up and then sometimes you find something that's good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. This is the second video for today, so you'll be sick of me. Yeah, have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.